pull it on up on my phone and see if I can view my live stream, see if you guys can hear me, which hopefully you can. Alright, sweet. So everybody should be able to hear me if anybody tunes in. I guess just a brief overview of what I'm trying to accomplish. I am trying to get that sniper rifle elimination, out of opponents in squad mode, and minigun elimination, along with the other challenges. Only problem is that whenever I go into squads, which I have to for this challenge, sometimes I get a bunch of people, and therefore I don't talk as much. So to avoid all of that, I'm just going to play and do not fill and see what happens. Let me also type in, double check the chat's working. Alright, so it worked on there and it worked on there. Alright, so everything should be in order. Everything should be in order, and we should be good. Alright, so this is part of the Battle Royale Fails series because I am not good at Battle Royale and I'm not pretending to be good at Battle Royale. I am purely doing it for the V-Bucks and to get that Direwolf skin because that skin's pretty awesome. And even if I don't unlock all the modes, wow, I just about said this semester. Even if I don't unlock all the modes this season, which I'm definitely not going to do, I want to have this skin so I can unlock it in future seasons. I think it makes sense. Now let's go down here. I gotta review. So, apples and headshot damage. Alright, sweet. Seems easy enough. Minigun, apples, sniper, and therefore gonna land at Risky Reels. I think that's the best place to land to get apples. Because I think apples have become far more rare, if I remember correctly. I was originally planning on talking about something, but I kind of forgot what that was because I had a crazy day today. I actually missed an appointment that I was supposed to go to. So now I have to shove my schedule around and try and squeeze in another appointment with that individual on Friday. And of course it's flu season, so sorry, I have people at home, so I have to talk to them every once in a while. But of course it's flu season, so you know everybody's getting sick, and hopefully I don't get sick. I mean, if I do get sick, I'm probably gonna do like an extremely long or extended time live stream. Just because, well, probably not. I say that it's iffy. Let's just say that. Yeah, Risky Reels, that is a long ways away. It's iffy because depending on, so if I know I have the flu, and so I'm not going to be going to school for like a week, then I'll do an extended time live stream because I can plan for it. But if I think I'm just going to be out for a day or two, I won't have nearly enough time to, because they'll assign makeup work, and not only will they assign makeup work, but like if I had the flu and I don't know until like the day of, usually you're good to go back, I think, or the common cold, you're usually good to go back about 3 days after you get sick. So if that were to happen, I would then be spending those 3 days. I would basically, like, I'd catch it the day of, I'd obviously be at school so I couldn't do anything, and I'd have one of those 2 days I probably shouldn't go to school. And so I'd pick a day where I know I could get more work done on an assignment, basically, is what I'm saying. But like I said, if it's something where like I know I'm going to be out for like a week, then I can plan for it, and I'll probably try and get a long live stream in. Hopefully that doesn't happen. This is all in the event that I get sick, so, you know, knock on wood. But hopefully I just don't get sick, so this is all, you know, commentary for nothing. But working on a paper. I'm just going to start blabbing, because I got nothing important to say, because I forgot what I was going to talk about earlier, because I've just been ridiculously busy. But yeah, I'm writing a paper for an English class. Hopefully the last English class I'll ever have to take. I don't know. I enjoy English. Like, it's not something that's super hard for me to do, but it's not like I enjoy writing a paper, and I mean I wouldn't say I enjoy talking. I mean which is funny because I'm live streaming and therefore talking to myself for an hour. But I wouldn't say I necessarily enjoy talking, and therefore writing when it comes to English. I wouldn't say I really enjoy that. It's just that I've had to do it so much. I've gotten better at it than I used to be, and I'm not saying I'm great at it now. It's just back when I was brakes. Back when I was in middle school, I was one of those people that just never said anything because I just wasn't good at talking and communicating to people. Where was I going with this? Oh yeah, I was going for apples. But back to my point, yeah, I think I've gotten better at just talking in general to people. Let's do fall damage, I guess. That should be enough. No, it wasn't. One more. I've just gotten better at talking and communicating, so just out of necessity. Dang it, one more. Keep getting sidetracked here. This is a little bit harder to talk. Like, oh yeah, forgot to build the one more. This is a little bit harder to keep track of thoughts in long form of like I guess like a speech almost. This is a little bit harder because I'm playing something that is intended to be distracting and attention grabbing. So I struggle a little bit more here than I would in like a more formal speech or that kind of thing. That's 5 apples, but let's go ahead and get back to the amount of health that we can depending upon these apples. And I don't see any more apples. Alright, so we got our apples. Now we're shooting for minigun and sniper. That's the thing I gotta do next. Back to what I was talking about though. So I need to be going to, yeah, let's go through lazy links. This might be a terrible idea, or lanes. This might be a terrible idea, but so yeah, basically just gotten better at it out of necessity. Gotten better at speaking, not so much public speaking, but just speaking in general. So I don't mind an English course as much as I used to. I used to be terrible at it with with dyslexia. I used to be really bad at English, and then I kind of got good at it because I figured out how to do it. I'm still not good at it. I still have to use, like, I have to use Microsoft Word, that kind of stuff. But there's workarounds for you nowadays that people back, like if I was going to school in like the early 70s, I probably would have done terrible. I would have never gone to college if I would have been going to college in the 70s, because I would have done terrible in high school because Microsoft Word wasn't a thing. So, because of all the amenities of the present time period, I am able to be good at English, or good enough at English, to pass, or get an A. I wouldn't say excel at it because I'm not following that career path, but good enough to pass, which is all that matters. So let's drop here, take these. Sweet. Oh, chest. Oh, got a burp. Never mind. I thought I had a burp. Yeah, the burp's coming. Let's just take a minute. Oh, I thought I saw somebody over there. Alright. So yeah, I've gotten better at this stuff just because out of necessity I've gotten better at it. I also think I enjoy reading a lot, so that probably helped. But again, hopefully it's the last English class of my life, because I as much as I enjoy it way more than I enjoy math. That's 100% for sure. If there's one class I never want to take again, it's a math class. But unfortunately, I enjoy science, and science and math are fairly closely related to each other. So I will be having to take more math classes in the future. hopefully, hopefully I can limit my exposure to math, but, you know, things you don't like to do, it's sometimes good to do them. It's like your vegetables. A lot of people don't like to eat vegetables, but they're good for you, so you should do it. I definitely thought I heard something. Okay. Again, I only have one ear cup on, so I'm only getting half the sound or half the audio. So, narrowing in on where that came from is rather difficult. Back to what I was talking about. Yeah, I'd prefer to never take a math class again. I'd be perfectly fine with that. I'm not good at math. Due to the fact that I have dyslexia, that's one major handicap because so letters and numbers both are an issue, for me when it comes to my dyslexia, the way it, expresses itself in me. Letters and numbers. So the main way I read and the main way I write is off context clues. Yeah, I think I dropped there. And there. I think I just drink this now and pick back up the bandits. Yeah, but the main way I read and write is off context clues. So whenever you put a bunch of random numbers or seemingly random numbers in front of me, grasping what they're supposed to mean is almost impossible for me. That's why I'm not good at math. I can't pick up on that context, that subtle context, and so it's just, yeah, the same way if you put a word that was like, if you put, I don't know, what's a word that I mess up all the time? I don't know, if you put some complicated word, or if you put, imagine if you were just learning Chinese, and you put some random word in front of you, and you know you've learned it before, but you have no idea what it means. If you put it in a sentence of words, you also knew you'd be able to figure it out. That definitely sounded like a person. Sorry, I'm putting the other ear cup on to hopefully hear. Oh, I think it was just the rift above me. But yeah, you'd be able to figure out with context clues, but if you just had that word sitting on a flashcard, you'd never figure that out. I mean, you might, but it would be really hard and it'd be really annoying and be really frustrating. That's basically the way the English language is for me, even though I know a fairly good amount of the English language, and there's a med kit. And I wouldn't say I'm great at the English language, but I would say I'm more articulate, or more, I'd say I use a fair amount of the English language that a lot of people don't. I don't do it so much when I'm not thinking about it. Like right now, I tried to force it and it doesn't really work. But whenever I'm in a situation around a certain group of friends that I have, I do speak more eloquently and things like that. I use language that a lot of people, a lot of the average Americans wouldn't use, just because that's what's expected around that group. Oh man, I think I keep the blue double barrel, or the purple double barrel. So I for a second there, I thought I put another stairs up there. So there is that side to me, but I just don't use it that much, so I can't, and it's hard to force it. It's kind of one of those things. But yeah, all this is basically going back to say that, math I suck at, English I suck at, because of the dyslexia thing. But I can get around English because I get provided with more context clues than I do in math. Basically what it all comes down to. I'm surprised that I have yet to see anyone. I don't feel like, oh yeah, I was going to use the rift. Oh man. But yeah, I'm fairly decent at science, which is why I'm pursuing associates in science degree, which will also be a pre-physical therapy degree, which is what I'm planning on doing as of right now. And even if I don't decide to go with physical therapy, I could go into like sports medicine. A lot of those type of fields I could get into pretty easily with that as a prerequisite. Oh man, it's out of bounds. I was gonna go up to the castle. So I don't have a minigun, and I don't have. Is that inbounds? Close enough. Yeah, I don't have a sniper, don't have a minigun. Those were the two weapons I needed. That is not in bounds. But I have a minute. I think I can get out of here in a minute. But yeah, that's what I'm pursuing. I wanted to do physical therapy just because I want to do a job where I help people. And a lot of people, like, they know how to work out, but so sometimes you'll get the old people that, you know, they just have gotten messed up over time and don't know how to fix themselves. But a lot of the people that you'll get in there will be people that are like, I know how to work out, and they're like, you know, these tough athletes, and then they don't realize that they've fucked their own body up because they assumed they know things that they don't. But because of that, you've got to, you know, you got to play to their ego sometimes. Do kind of wish that I didn't have to take so much math, but a lot of the math that I have to take is going to be like sciencey maths, like physics and stuff like that. It's going to involve math, which is understandable because you gotta understand like how much. Well, with anatomy, you've got to understand like, oh, okay, well our bones are only designed to take up to this much amount of weight, like pounds per square inch, like PSI kind of. We can only handle this much torque or this much before the ligaments start tearing or the muscles start tearing. So you got to understand a lot of that stuff, which is complicated math. I mean, knowing things is different than being able to figure it out. So like if you're going into designing somebody's workout plan, they can say, oh, well, you know, I broke this, I strained this, and I pulled this. Okay, well, because of those injuries, I need to now know which one is more important to nurse back to health, which is more important to nurse back to health before you can nurse back the other things to health. Ugh, that was hard to talk, or hard to say. But yeah, so I understand the reasoning behind needing it and all that, but I still don't like math. But it's kind of one of those things that I'm going to try and learn and work hard at learning because even though the path is a bumpy one, I'm going to endure the path because the goal at the end is what I want. At least I'm going to as of right now. I mean, I'm on my second semester of college right now, and still haven't. And I've tried to take this math course twice now, both semesters, and still haven't passed it. So that means I've got to take basically 2 of the generic math classes back to back. Oh man, that's so tempting. Oh man. Well, I can't get it. I've got to take 2 of the generic math classes back to back, and I've got to take 1 before I can take my other math courses. So basically, it's going to turn into for the next 2 semesters. I checked way after I went in there, but whatever. What it's going to turn into is it's going to turn into, and there's a build battle right there. I have no expectations to win this at all whatsoever. I'm trying to just live long enough and possibly get a kill is like the goals right now. What was I talking about? Oh, it looks like there might even be 3 teams here, and this is disgusting, the fact there might be 3 teams here. And somebody just landed right behind me. Oh well, I survived a decent amount. If I do that again, I should be able to, you know, get this challenge done in 2 games. Where was I at? I was talking about the fact that, oh yeah, so I'd have to take this basic math and pass it before I can do any of my future maths. What did I unlock that for? I mean, it's a bad spray, but it's... Oh, because I completed that stage of the challenge. That's what it is. Sorry, OCD kicking in. Had to clear that. So the next stage of this challenge is using bandages. That should be easy. Let's go ahead and load into a game, another do not feel, and let's try this out. But yeah, basically I have to take that basic math, and then I have to take the second basic math, but while I'm doing that I'm going to have to be taking another math. And I'm also doubling up on biologies this upcoming semester, so I'm taking a class that's supposed to prepare me for the math class that I failed. Basically I'm retracing by one. And then I've got to do 2 more semesters just because of the maths. So I basically extended my whole college career by a whole semester because I tried to take this math class twice and failed. Didn't fail, I withdrew before I failed because it's better on your GPA, and it's not only better on your GPA, but it's better with financial aid as well. It's better with financial aid because they... What are they doing? Oh yeah, this is squads too. It's better with financial aid because if you fail a class, they're less likely to grant you as much financial aid the next time around. Versus if you withdraw from the class, they don't like that either. But if you withdraw at a certain time frame, it's more lenient. It's like when you talk about withdrawing specifically, it gets weird. Where can I land? Where not a whole lot of people are gonna land. I don't think there is a place I can do like that. Maybe there. Let's try that. Anyways, but yeah, I'm doubling up on biologies this semester, which one is a biology 2, it's like the basic biology, and then one's anatomy and physiology 1. And then that math course, which all 3 of those classes are 4 credit hours each. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 hours. So not quite full-time. To some people that's full-time, but to, I think, my college to be considered full-time, you have to be taking 15 hours. And the problem is that there's any course that would be 3 hours would be an elective. I mean, or a class that basically wouldn't... It would either be an elective or it would be a course that wouldn't pertain to my major and therefore would be counted as an elective. So it's like I could do an elective class that I don't want to do, or I could do a class that would be entertaining to me and keep me interested enough to actually pass the class. But then there's a chance I might fail it, and then I'm not accomplishing what I set out to accomplish anyway. So basically I'd rather do the 3 classes that I have to do and not do anything extra. Basically what it boils down to. Let's drop the bush, and yeah, no chest in the center. Let's go around up here. No, not what I intended to do. That's what I intended to do. Yes, please. But yeah, so I'm basically going to be in school for a long time with the degree I'm seeking. How did I miss that? Alright, whatever. Let's go in here. There is a chest there. Ooh. I don't like the way this gun shoots as a primary. I don't know. I'm torn on this gun because I feel like it should be a primary, but it's too slow to be a primary in my opinion. So I don't really like this gun, but in that situation I think I take it over a gray AR. I think that's just, you know, dang. The feel bads. The feel bads. But yeah, hopefully that's my last English course I ever have to take. If not, oh, I don't know what happened there. If not, I mean, it doesn't really matter that much. Because I don't really mind taking them. It's just, I think at this point, any one that I took would be counted as electives credits, so kind of a waste of time. Where's that music coming from? This is the second time I've heard it at random places. Oh, it's the lamps. Duh. Forgot that was still a challenge. From this series of battle passes. I was like, where does this random music keep coming from? I do need this for the challenge, which sucks. I'm not gonna let somebody else get those. What was I talking about? Yeah, these are going to be pretty boring games. Again, why this is called BR fails, because I do not claim to be good at this game whatsoever. Alright, so that's definitely a trade I'd want to make there. I think I trade here. I think I trade firepower for speed of rounds. I think this, who knows, the SMG meta might be dead, but I'm going for it. Mainly because I want these. Let's see. Well, I'm in the circle, so I don't know why I'm running around like a crazy person. I'm only carrying the minigun because I have to, even though I do not expect to get a single kill off of it. Want to get a kill off of it, but I don't expect it because this is solo v squads. And yeah, again, why these games are going to be boring, because I am not a great BR player, so Battle Royale player, for instance. Or for those who don't know, that's what I call Battle Royale, is BR, because the other day I had a guy stop in who was questioning what STW meant, so Save the World, for those of you who don't know, and BR for Battle Royale. Yeah. But yeah, that's the plan for the next 2 years of my life. So people ask me what's up. That's what's up. Just dealing with trying to, not fail college, and hopefully, because the problem is, like, honestly, I would not recommend anyone go to college. People might disagree with me, but I'd recommend no one go to college. The only people, specifically the only people that I would recommend go to college at all, are people that have to do it for the job they want. So for instance, anything in the medical field, you have to go to college. There's no way you can get around it. Sorry, you got to. Which is why I'm going to college. I would not go to college otherwise. I think there are plenty. I mean, for instance, this isn't for me yet, but this is for a lot of people. This is a business opportunity. That's the only reason why I haven't spent money on it. If I was taking this as a serious business opportunity the way a lot of people do, I would already have a face cam. I would have probably dumped, I don't know. I don't know if I would have bought a gaming computer yet. Purely due to the fact that gaming computers are expensive, and me being me, I don't like to do anything half-assed. So if I were to buy a gaming computer, I'm not going to want some $500 piece of shit that's not going to be good in 2 years. I'm going to want something that's going to be good for the next 5 years, and is going to be probably in 5 years with, how fast technology progresses. Ooh, that don't sound good. In 5 years, a computer might not be any good, because as we get better with technology, we progress even faster. But that's what I would be shooting for. Is I'd be shooting for the best I can get right now, most likely. Oh man, what are you doing to me, Fortnite? Why you do this? Why you do this? Oh man, the hard choices. Because both of these two guns are challenging. Oh, I'm stupid. Don't, again, this is called Battle Royale fails. Don't do this. Don't. Sniper rifle, SMG, and minigun is a terrible loadout. Never do this, but I'm stupid enough to do it. So, especially in solo v squads, this is a absolutely terrible idea. And then I need to head to circle right after I check out. There was something else I was looking at over here. Ooh, that was gunshots. That is some more gunshots. Where are they coming from? Putting on the other ear cup might talk funny, because I can't hear myself talk. Where are they? There they are. Oop, that was a bad idea. Run! Run for your life! Yeah, take a pop shot and leave. I hope I don't get shot on the way over there. And they're gonna have high ground because they're probably gonna go through the steps and come over the top of this mountain. Hopefully, I can just be out in front of them enough for them to not catch up with me. What was I talking about? But yeah, it's pre-physical therapy, which would transfer into a 4-year university. So right now I'm going to community college, just because I'm paying for this out of pocket. So I've got to go to community college, but because of scholarships and whatnot, once I get to a 4-year university, as long as I never fail a course, which is the hard part, because that's where there's going to be a lot of crazy science person math, as long as I never fail a class, my next 2 years at a 4-year university and my next 2 years at like a med school type situation should be completely covered. After that, if I have 2 more years of a med school type thing, that, you know, we'll handle that when we get to it. But I'm paying for the cheap end out of my own pockets, that way the scholarships and stuff can cover the expensive end. And also by that point, I'm probably going to start interning anyways, and if I can get a paid internship, which, you know, is what I think everybody wants, if I could find a paid internship that you know, I'm getting my internship hours done and I'm getting paid, which I'd probably start right as soon as I did med school, so I get a good 2 years of getting paid before I had to start paying for my schooling. And I'm only getting quiet because... Oh, yep, no, they know I'm here. Good thing is I'm using metal, so they might think I'm low on mats. Let's get out of here. Ah. The only thing is, if they're going to be super aggressive or hyper aggressive, they could definitely catch me. Let's go hide in here. Oh, and it sounded like they pushed. Ooh, yeah, they pushed. They pushed alright. Oh no! I was just trying to reload. No! Oh. I should have used the minigun, that's what I should have done. But I think I gotta get limbs with it, so I don't know. Let's see if I can go back to solos, though, so I'm not trying to play against, you know, 4 people. Oh, yeah, still nobody stopping by in the live stream, but, you know, still gonna keep talking, still gonna keep doing my own thing. But yeah, that's a big cause of my stress just right now is, yeah, cool. Let's change this back to Phil for the next time, and let's go back to solos. Alright, sniper, minigun, band-aids, headshot, that'll happen when it happens. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what my life is right now. Is going to college. Right now I am doing a science class, an English class, and an art class. I was going to be doing a math class, but again I dropped out of that math class. Science, you know, easy because I enjoy science. English seems to be pretty easy. It's just right now it's super crazy because it's I feel like English 1, it was super easy. What the original teacher in English 1 wanted was really well defined. There were like parameters on what she wanted, and it was easy. This English, it seems like she's very vague with the questions she asks, and so therefore it's hard to know what she wants, and therefore hard to write the paper on what she wants you to write the paper on. Or in the case of this paper, we've read a lot of poetry. So like printed page of text. What? Okay, cool. I got a text message from something I don't want text message from. But yeah, so we're writing, comparing and contrasting 2 texts. I probably talked about this yesterday, but at this point I'm just kind of blabbering on because I feel like if I don't talk, it's just awkward silence of me playing a game, and I could play music over it, but then that's how you get copyright striked. So, not trying to do that. That could happen with what I did with the Joe Rogan podcast the other day, but I was trying to cram things in. I'm one of those people that's always busy, so, you know, gotta do what you gotta do to get it done. Shit. This is a terrible place to land. Don't do what I just did. I'm done. And shit. Person's probably like, what the fuck? Should I keep going that way? You just ran away from that way. Maybe I shouldn't go that way. Got him. Got him, coach. Oh, thought I could get him. What was I saying? Let's see if we can get some band-aids. Get some band-aid. Oh, shit. Well, they definitely know I'm here now. Ah! They heard me coming around the corner. Alright, back to solos. So I got 1 kill, netted even. It's all good. As long as I get a kill, it's not really a loss of a game to me. It's at that point, it's fine. What was I talking about? Yeah, I was talking about copyright striking and stuff. Yeah, I was doing that just because I had to for the sake of time. And so I blab on about random shit. But I'm also doing live streams. So, like, if I was making videos, like, if I was purely producing this as me talking for an hour and a half about nothing, you know, I'm not going to do that. I don't think anything I have to say is valuable enough to justify an hour and a half of anyone's time. Don't at all. That's why I do this in a live stream, is to hopefully people who are subscribed, or people that are just randomly finding me on YouTube, can then join me and play with me. That's the whole point. Is to create a community. So I only talk right now because nobody's in the live stream communicating with me. Because I'd prefer to be talking to people. Yeah, yeah, you're cool. You're cool. Cool, man. But yeah, that's the whole reason why I'm live streaming, is I want to play with a community, and so therefore this is how I'm trying to draw that community in, just through live streaming. Because like right now, that black bar would pop up. That's how you guys would know I'm getting invites. I've not got an invite. I've been playing for 5 rounds or so. No invites from anybody. So, and I could invite people, yes. I could invite people to play with me, and I'd probably get some people that would take me up on it. The problem is, like, that want to talk to you, not that you're asking to talk to you. You know what I'm saying? So, and by putting my stuff up on YouTube, it's kind of a way to initiate it without asking for it, if that makes any sense. It's a way to initiate the conversation, saying, hey, I'm on YouTube, I'm playing right now if you want to join me. But I'm not saying, it would be different from me inviting you to a game, because if I invite you to a game, I'm dead. I should have just used my glider. But hey, if I find band-aids, I can get some health back and get that challenge done. But yeah, if I invite you to a game, it's like I'm expecting you to talk. If I say, hey, I'm on YouTube, you can tune in, and I'm expecting you to talk, but you can just like click on it and be like, oh, well, I'm just gonna click off. It's kind of one of those things that, like, I'm putting it out there, it's up to you to initiate. If I invite you, it's kind of like I'm asking you to initiate with me, or have a conversation with me. So I don't really like that. I don't like putting that pressure on somebody. I'd prefer to just be like, yo, here, I'm playing, if somebody wants to jump on and talk. I feel like that would attract the type of people I want a conversation with more. If that makes sense. Looking for people that similar temperament to me, not people that are high strung or anything. I feel like if you invite, you're initiating a conversation in a way that would not lead to a conversation I would enjoy having. If that makes any sense. Oh. Yep, you got me. I'm dead. It's cool. Yep, that sucks. Maybe I should just not work. It seems like I always die faster when I'm using the Royal Bomber skin. I don't know. Just a feeling I get. I'm gonna switch up skins after this game, and we'll see what happens. I mean, you know, it's not as simple as cause and effect, but who knows? I mean, the Royal Bomber could have a bigger hitbox, or the Royal Bomber also could have, could just, with the broader shoulders, be more noticeable. Who knows? You know, anything could contribute to the feeling. I really like that skin. So these are my favorited skins, by the way. This is like the closest to a locker showcase you guys are probably gonna get for a while. Survival Specialist, one of my favorite skins. Royal Bomber, still one of my favorite skins, even though I feel like it makes me suck. This skin I really like. It's one of my favorites. Probably those. I just really like those skins. John Wick, because you know not a lot of people have it, and so I like it. These skins, because they're new, I have both Spider skins favorited. They're new, and they're also like kind of like what's it called? Dark Souls themed skins ish. And I'm a super fan of the Dark Souls series. The second they come out with another Dark Souls series, Dark Souls game in the series, I'm probably gonna play it and live stream it because I really like those games. It's super fun. This skin, it would be off of my because what I do is I try and keep it a top 10 favorite skins is what I try and keep it at. And so one good skin comes out, I'd probably trade this skin. This skin would probably get off the list. A lot of times it's just a skin from this season. One of my favorite skins, just because like Batgirl, one of my favorite skins because it also goes with her, and it's a you know top tier skin, or top battle pass skin. Probably would drop off too. Between him and her, this might actually drop off my favorite list first. Because I don't know, he's bulky. He looks cool, looks super cool, but I want something that's a little bit more sleek than that. So out of these skins, I'd say the top skins I use are Royal Bomber, these two, her, and her are probably my top skins that I use recently. But I really like using the Royal Bomber. I just feel like I die all the time when I use him. I guess I might as, I mean, screw it. I'm just trying to make content at this point. I might as well do a locker show of skins. Of course, all the season battle pass skins I'm gonna have, all of them, you know, maxed out. Or this is a skin that you have to buy that I've got. It's got the 4 modes. Bought it because I like playing poker, and my friends and I were all supposed to get it, so that way we'd have a full squad and each person would have one, but some of the people chickened out. So basically I've got, like right now, I've got a group of 3 that I play with that'll do it sometimes. Or we'll all do the same skin, so that way they're like, people get confused. They're like, oh, I saw him go this way. No, he's going this way. Like, you know, they get confused because it's the exact same skin with the exact same pattern. People expect the variance, and when there isn't any, they get confused for some reason. I mean, you know, I play Save the World, so, you know, no surprise there. Battle Pass skin, same thing as this guy, just did challenges and got it. No surprise there. This is a skin I bought mainly because I wanted the black wings that come with her. I don't really like the skin itself. I would have returned it if it was past 30 days. If you could return just whenever, definitely return this because I've got the new black wings from the vampire skin. Same with this guy, I bought him for the wings. I think everybody, for at least this skin, everybody bought it for the wings. This skin, I think most people bought it for the wings. They might have bought it because they had the male raven. That's the only other reason you buy that skin. Free skin, battle pass skin, battle pass, battle pass, battle pass, battle pass, battle pass, battle pass. I buy all of these. You'll see as we get lower down on the list, I bought, well, I guess I can just go over to it. I think it was this one. This guy was the first one that was in the bundles, and I bought that skin right, like the day before it went out of the shop. Because people were like, oh, well, this might become a thing. So I bought it, and then now I bought all of them since. So, you know, that's the story behind those skins. I actually don't really mind this skin too much. It's just a little too bright, and I think it might stand out. Like, people might see it from further away, if that makes any sense. Like, I like skins that are darker or more camouflaged, usually, is what I'm gonna use. Got to plug in my phone, just about died on me. And then I wouldn't be able to see if anybody does stop in the live stream and want to talk. I wouldn't be able to see you guys. So, Battle Pass skin, Battle Pass skin, Battle Pass. Yeah, Battle Pass skin, I think. Battle Pass bundle, Battle Pass, or yeah, Battle Pass. I bought this skin because it is just so clean. I mainly like the backpack though, but actually that might nudge off one of these two on my favorites. It might nudge him off of my favorites. Just might do it. Battle Pass, bundle, Battle Pass, and free. I think everybody, you know, knows the Zoe skin. So possible favorites that might edge out other ones. Definitely Overtaker's one, and then the only other skin that I think has a contest at being one of my favorites is the white suited John Wick with a mask on. Those are the only two that could possibly replace these two. I think it's funny how many people like cringe over this skin, like this version of her. I mean, I don't know. To me, it doesn't make sense why you'd cringe over it, unless you're like, oh, it's not appropriate. Like, I don't know. It's a video game. It's a video game that's been primarily played by males. I mean, the main phrase everybody says is sex sells. You know your demographic. You're gonna play to your demographic. And I get this is a kid's game. I get that. But there's also a lot of people that are around my age that are not kids. And how do you keep them playing? That's how. Just saying. I mean, yeah, they're playing to their demographic. That's what they're doing. They're not playing to all their demographic, but they're playing to the... So, there are some whales that are kids. They're not the actual whales, though. Their parents are the whales. But the majority of the whales of this community, and whales is a term that most people use for the people that spend a lot of money on a video game. So, like, for instance, if you play a phone game, there's those guys that are at the top of the leaderboards. Chances are they're whales. They spend, you're playing a free game. They're playing a game that they've spent thousands of dollars on. Those are whales. Same with Fortnite. I've spent quite a bit. I've spent probably close to $200 if you count in all the, well, I guess I could count it up. I think it's, $6, so $6, $12, $24 on bundles. I bought the game for $75 because I bought the Founders Edition. And I bought my first Battle Pass, so that's $10. So $75, rounded up to $100, so like $120, $130 I've spent on this game, which is quite a lot. The average game, I mean, costs half that. If you're not including, all the other stuff. So I'm right on the line of like paid a lot. I mean, there's a lot of people that play this game for free. They just play until they finally save up enough V-Bucks, and then they're like, oh, well, I'll get a Battle Pass, and then they just play on the Battle Pass. There's a lot of people that do that, and I was planning on doing that, but I had a lot of friends at the time that played Fortnite, and I was trying to dive into it, so I spent that first $10, and then found Save the World, and that was it. That's where that major $75 chunk came in. And then now I have, so that's the amount of money I've spent on it in cash, which accounts for that amount of skins. But if you saw in my locker, there's a lot of, well, I mean, not a lot. Let's go back, because I'm not going to talk without knowing what I'm talking about. So let's see. Bot skin, bot skin, bot skin, bot skin, bot skin, bot skin. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So 8 skins that I've bought since then off of those V-Bucks. So if you count in, those gave me 600 V-Bucks, I think, 700 V-Bucks possibly. So that'd be 14, that'd be 8, so 2,800 V-Bucks if you're just doing the bundle V-Bucks. So that's enough to cover one skin, and the rest of these skins have all came from Save the World V-Bucks. And even with all that, I'm at 5,410 V-Bucks right now. So Save the World is definitely the way to go if you're trying to get free V-Bucks. That's just it's just the easiest way. I mean, and you heard Epic the other day, because I play with him quite a bit. I'm gonna load into another game while I'm talking now, because I think I'm done with the examples. Headshots, minigun, sniper, band-aids. So yeah, I'm just playing games at this point. Let me let me take a drink right quick, and then I'll start talking again, because I'm getting a little bit dry-mouthed. But yeah, Epic's up to like 9,000 V-Bucks, and he just started when the 50% off deal came up this most recent time. That's when he started playing, and he's already up to that much V-Bucks, and he does not spend that much money. The only skin before this, I don't know if I have a recording of him saying this, but he said it numerous times to me and new people that he's met. The only skin he's ever bought is the male Raven skin. Bumped my mic there, sorry about that. The only skin he's ever bought is the male Raven skin. He bought the glider for it. And then I think when the female Raven came out, I don't think he bought the female Raven, but I'm pretty sure he bought the Raven pickaxe. So that's all the money he's ever spent on the game other than buying a battle pass. So, I mean, he's probably spent 30 bucks on the game. If you add in, I think he got the base edition of, the base edition of Fortnite Save the World. So, I mean, he's probably spent, let's just call it 40, 50 bucks. I mean, he spent less than a normal amount of game. And he's got, almost $100 in V-Bucks. So if you're trying to go free to play, I mean, it's hard to go entirely free to play. It's really hard to. Actually, you can't get Save the World on entirely free to play. So you're talking about 20 bucks. 20 bucks is probably the bare minimum you got to get into this game. I mean, you could do it with 10, but then you can't get Save the World. So if you're trying to get into this game and have a decent amount of stuff with the bare minimum amount of cash possible, you're probably looking at 20 bucks is probably your best way to do it. Go 20 bucks. I'm asking for a fight by landing here. Oh, come on. 2 traps, awesome. I was hoping he'd come this way. Yeah. Oh. Snap. Wow, that guy's bad. I mean, I'm worse, but that guy was bad. No, I didn't want to pick that up. I wanted the AR. Want the ammo. Wow, that was literally a waste of time right there. I gotta kill though, so I can't do too much. Well, I can. Oh, technically, but I shouldn't play too much. I will take these, thank you. Muchas gracias, señor. I probably shouldn't talk in my incredibly bad Spanish. Where'd you go? Going back in the hole. Probably a dumb idea, but I'm doing it anyways. I think that's some shields over there. I think there's also a guy over here. Ooh, balloons. Picking up the balloons. Band-aids. Oh, I need band-aids too. I need band-aids more than medkit right now. Never would do that in a normal situation, but this is the situation I am presented with, so let's see. I think it's just one. Still, I'll take it. Let's get the ammo. Oh, and there's a chest there. Let's pick that up. Yeah, I probably should have kept that little gun there. Let's grab here. I think we start covering distance. Putting on the other ear cup because it's starting to hurt my ear. So my voice might sound a little weird because I can't hear myself talk, and therefore can't regulate my voice as well as I can without the ear cup off. But I mean, we came out of that alive, so I consider that a win so far, and we got one kill. Oh. They didn't notice me. It sounded like two for a second there. Again, I'm not good at this game. It's the only reason why I'm playing this cowardly. He's definitely suspicious now. I think he saw the balloons. Again, fails video. Just saying. Not good at the game. Not at all. I thought I heard somebody coming from that way. I was 90% sure I heard somebody coming from that way. But we're gonna yawn and stretch. Yeah, I'm not good at this. I'm just trying to get these weekly challenges done, man. Just want the dire wolf. Cause we are what? Oh, people already unlocked the. Yeah, people have already unlocked the skin. I'm gonna Google right quick. So if you stop into the live stream, I will not be able to see a thing you are saying right now. Mainly due to the fact that I've got to Google what that skin is, because I'm curious. What is this one called? Mystery item to be revealed, legendary. I guess hunting party challenges is what it's gonna be called. H. Hunting party skin. Oh, wait, no. So, Fortnite, how to complete hunting party challenge to unlock aim robot skin. Okay. So apparently it's the AIM robot skin, which I was seeing the leaks website that I saw it on was saying that that was a 2,000 V-Bucks skin. But if that's free, that's awesome. I will definitely, yeah. That looks like what it is, so I'm perfectly fine with that being a free skin. I will take that all day as a free skin. Yes, please. Alright, sweet. Yeah, so yeah, the skin's pretty awesome. So hopefully I get that, and then I don't think much of the rest of this matters. What did I need to do this? Oh, hey, what's up, man? Got another viewer on the live stream. It's awesome. Let's see. Still viewing the comments, but hasn't left a comment. Let's see. Gain 200 XP. Alright, so all this stuff is stuff that'll happen in time. Alright, so let's jump back on into a solos and try and get a sniper rifle limb. 2 minigun limbs. Oh, there went my headset. Alright, we're good. Are we good? Yeah, we're good. Ooh. I forgot about that being a thing. Can I get that. I don't know how much PlayStation money I have. Let's see. Hopefully you guys can see the menu. I'm gonna see if I have enough money to actually get this or not. Some people don't like this and they just think it's a reskin of that black camo version of this guy, but to me it doesn't really matter. Yeah, you guys can't see what I'm doing right now. Hopefully you guys can hear what I'm saying, but I'm checking my funds to see if I have enough to get this, just because I kind of actually like that skin. A lot of people don't like it because they think it's just a reskin and a cop-out, but I don't have the original either, so, you know, I might as well pick this up while it's in the store, right? Let's see. Oh, and the game is loaded in. I can hear that in the background. Subtotal tax, account funds. So I do not have enough to get this. So let's go ahead and start playing the game. Let's see. Alright, so I don't think you guys could hear any of what I was saying while that was going on. Because I just got a notification saying my mic was turned back on. But basically, I don't have enough to get that that skin. I have like $16 in PlayStation cash, however, PS dollars or whatever you want to call it. But I might actually be spending another $30 on this game to pick up that bundle. But yeah, let's see how this this round goes. This round of fails. I mean, purple AR is not bad. I want to try and shoot him. I don't know where he would have landed though. I think he would have landed on the other side of that shed. Yeah, he did. No, get back here. Alright, so we're going to try and kill this dude and we'll worry about those two chests later. I know that's probably not the smartest idea, but I want the kill. He is mine, if I can find him again. Where'd he go? Where'd the little booger go? I don't know where he went. Going back to the chest now. Again, no, purple AR, I mean, that's nothing to be mad about. Both those are trash. Alright. Well, thanks for tuning in to the Battle Royale fails video. I think you could tell from that whole situation that I am not good at this game, and do not pretend to be good at this game. With Battle Royale, I think I'm decent at Save the World. I mean, regardless of how good or bad I am at Save the World, I know a lot about it, so I guess that's the important part. Oh, I don't want to carry the minigun, but I have to because I need to get 2 kills with it. And I only have 18 rounds for the gun. That's great. Let's see, nothing down here. Pick up heavy ammo, sure, why not? Nothing in there. And I think we just get 100 shield. Well, thank you for stopping by. Didn't leave a comment, but he pieced out of this this situation. I don't blame him. I don't pretend to be entertaining. I don't think I'm that entertaining. I honestly don't. Again, I'm just making these as an excuse to justify my addiction to playing a game. And if anything does ever come from it, which would be awesome, but if anything ever did come from it, I mean, it'd be truly unexpected and much appreciated. But I do not expect to blow up from this. Just a normal guy like everybody else watching this. I'm just a normal guy playing a video game. So what's going on here? It's nothing crazy. I'm not a ninja. I'm not claiming to be great at the game or anything. I'm just, you know, I'm just doing me. You can glitch through the ground with that? No, you can't. Okay, I don't know why I thought you could. But let's get some mats. But yeah, I have no, like, appeal or reason for you to want to watch me. Aside from you know, relating to the crazy things that I say. So yeah, expect nothing of this. Well, I wouldn't say I expect nothing of this. I expect that if I do this long enough, at some point I will probably get a decent group of guys together that'll want to play and want to be, around me and want to hang out. I think that'd be awesome. And so I do expect, but I don't expect to ever get to, the 100,000 people watching me. That'd be really crazy. Like, Big Fold's level or higher. I don't expect it. I don't expect anything like that. I don't think that'll ever happen. Mainly because Save the World is a smaller community than Battle Royale, and I'm not good enough at Battle Royale to start a community like that with that. Ooh. Ooh. And they're going for the sniper kill. Oh, and they've got the aim bot. Oh, why does it have to be a limbs? I was so close. Why does it have to be eliminations with the minigun? If it could just be damage, that would be so much easier. And it's a battle pass challenge too. That's the stupid part. Like, if it was a daily, I'd just re-roll that thing, because doing kills with that is ridiculous. That gun is so bad. I mean, that was a gold one. Given if I would have had like 100 rounds instead of 19, I probably could have gotten the kill off. But that's beside the point. The gun sucks. Nobody uses that gun, so why'd they have to go and make it a challenge? The other problem is it's like extremely hard to come by. Like, even if you love the minigun and you think that's a great challenge, it's like just finding a minigun is pretty hard because it's purple and gold. And they definitely don't do enough damage, in my opinion, to justify purple and gold. I mean, they tear through structures, don't get me wrong. But now that you can glide down from structures when they collapse, then that's no good. It's kind of the same thing as, well, RPGs even, they made them more effective because they increased excuse me, heartburn type thing. But they increased the amount of splash damage. So, like, they made the explosives better, so that way you have a better chance. Because a lot of times people just use the explosives before just to tear down structures. Now they use them as an actual combat tool. The minigun was the same thing. It was just a gun version of the same tool that you often had more ammo for. So it's like you made there's two weapons that are good at destroying structures. You completely nerf destroying structures entirely, and then you notice that and therefore make one of the two weapons stronger and then leave the other one a piece of shit. Like, it was already bad, but now it's worse, and you just made the issues a whole lot worse. Like, it's just a terrible gun. It's one of the ones that I think they should remove from the game. I mean, I'd rather have the Tommy gun back. I know a lot of people would say no and would, like, scream at their screen at the fact that they never want the Tommy gun back. I get it. But I actually enjoyed the SMG meta because it was a lot more fast-paced, I feel like, than the current meta is. It's kind of the same thing as double pump. I wasn't even good at double pump, but I enjoyed it being in the game because it made games a lot more fast-paced. And I'm not even that good at the game, so, I just enjoy fast-paced gameplay. Oh, that was stupid. That was stupid. Yes, I know. I know that was stupid. I know. So close. What's his health at? If I would have nailed any of those shots, I would have been fine, but I suck at this game. Again, key part to this video, why it's called Battle Royale Fails. Not good at the game. Pointed at myself when I said that, too. I'm just not. I'm not. Not pretending to be, never will pretend to be. If I get good at the game, I will start saying I'm decent at the game. Even if I am great at the game, I would probably not say I'm good at the game because I'm not a cocky individual like that. So let's go ahead and load back on into a solo game and see what happens. I mean, it's not going to result in me getting a win, but I mean, believe it or not, and let's actually try and show this before I get into a game. Profile. So believe it or not, I have 7 wins. So, and my average eliminations to the amount of matches I play are pretty close. So I'm a pretty consistent, like, I get a kill a game player. And I've got a decent amount of wins, but the majority of my wins are in squads. I think I've got like 2 duos wins, because I just don't play a lot of duos. I like getting a squad together. Like, in duos, I feel like too much rests on my shoulders. In squads, which therefore makes me not play as good. Like solos, I just don't really care about. It's solos, so I don't. I just I can play relaxed because I just don't care. Um, hey, what's up, other rare skin? Um, but yeah, solos I just don't really care about, and squads, not everything depends on me. So I think I get my best gameplay in when I'm playing squads. The only problem is the squads doesn't work really too well with videos like this because then I've got people there that I'm like talking to. I don't know. It's just I could mute them, but then you guys wouldn't hear what they say, and I could not mute them, but then you guys would hear what they say, and it's just I don't know. I just don't like if I was trying to make good content like of me playing the game, I would probably do squads, but I don't like that idea. Like the idea of making videos like that just doesn't seem appealing to me. I'd rather just go watch Ninja go mess people up in solos than watch some guy in his group mess people up in squads. Unless we were like, there are other groups that do that, but those people are getting 100 kills in a game, which I know that's impossible if you're playing squads, but they're 60 kill games and stuff like that. I'm like, my squad's not gonna be doing that. I think the most my squad has ever gotten has been 40 in a game, which is still ridiculously good. But it was my old squad back when I was good at Battle Royale, which I'm not anymore. I've lost a lot of that skill that I used to have. But yeah, it was back when we were all really, really good, and two of those guys are really good. I played a game with them the other day, and those two people alone got 30 kills. They each got 15. So that right there, we're only 14 kills off with the other two players. If the other two players got 7 kills each, it would have. I mean, so they're good. They're really good at the game. Is basically what I'm saying. And I used to be on their level, so we were just I used to be pretty good at it. Now I'm just not good because A, I'm out of practice, and B, I don't really care. It used to be a competition thing between friends. Now it's just kind of one of those things that I'm like, yeah, I don't really care. I'm just kind of playing to play. And I don't think I ever really want to play enough to be as good as I used to be. What? So apparently a boot can shoot me now, because that's all that popped around that corner was a boot. I mean, yeah, whatever. What time are we at? Because I probably need to be getting on my homework. Hate to say it, but I probably do. Live chat saved. Oh, here's the time. So I've been playing right at an hour. Okay, I've got another half an hour before I really need to get out of here. So let's see. Yeah, I basically accomplished nothing. Sounds awful to say it that way, but yeah, I've basically accomplished nothing so far. Let me mute myself right quick for a minute. Alright, I'm back. I really don't like these football skins. Not a fan. A, I'm not a fan of football in the first place, and B, I think it's a cop-out. It's kind of like the soccer skins, where it's and even the ski skin, it's you're just taking something that, I mean, given all of them, I guess you could boil them down and say it's a cop-out. Even the soldier skins, you could be like, oh, well, they're soldiers in real life, that's a cop-out. But it's kind of and I guess you could even say those are more of a cop-out because it's a shooting game, so you expect soldiers. I'm going to get another drink of water right quick. I get that, but I feel like you're just playing on people's oh, well, I love this team, so I need to buy the football skins so I can represent my team, that kind of thing. I feel like you're playing on that. To the people over at Epic, because none of them are watching this, but that's my opinion. I feel like a cop-out, and so they're really boring skins, and I don't like football or soccer or football and American football, whatever you want to call it. I just don't enjoy those sports. So for me, they're just kind of like dead skins. I would never buy them. But I know they're not made for me. And I know not every skin is going to be made for me. Yeah, jump off. But, oh yeah, because, you know, jumping off doesn't hurt anymore. Just fuck it. Thanks for the kill. Somebody set up a trap. Let's, alright, trap's on here, trap's on here. So we're good. Let's see, let's go over here. Check for traps, we're good. I mean, this place is all pretty well looted. So I think at this point I'm just kind of looking for the fight, which is probably not the best idea. But, oh, snap. There were 3 there. Yeah. Okay. On to the next one. So I got a kill, you know. Alright. Alright. Let's pop him back. Get a good back crack in. Oh man. What else should I talk about? I'm just kind of blabbing on at this point. I guess I could talk about another hobby of mine that I do. That I used to be better at than I am now. That's a pretty consistent theme. Excuse me, by the way, for those of you that heard that burp. Excuse me, being a gentleman. Now, another hobby, though, that I used to be good at that I'm not so much anymore is I play a lot of Magic the Gathering. For any of you guys out there that play the game, supposedly there's a lot that just don't go to local gaming stores, so, you know, whatever. But I play Commander, which is a fairly casual format. And, I mean, it's a pretty fun game, for those of you who don't know what that is. It's a pretty fun game. It's got, like any large group of people, it's got toxic people, but, you know, I mean, you're gonna get that anywhere. And I guess for those of you who eventually watch this down the road and care, for those of you that play Magic and would actually care, I play Commander. I was at one point building a deck in every color combination, was what I was going for. Then I realized there were a lot of decks that I had parked a lot of money into that I just never touched again. For instance, mono white. Made mono white enchantments. Yeah, I never picked that deck back up. Like, I made it, played it a few times, never touched it again. And it wasn't good. It was probably like, you know, it was probably on par with like the average casual deck. Like, you know, just like a decent deck that can win, given the opportunity. Versus, because there are those decks that are like, people call them casual decks, and it's like, that deck cannot win unless the exact right circumstances happen. Like, that's just not going to win. This was a deck that, you know, that helps, the exact right circumstances help, but even without that, it could still win every once in a while. It was a decent deck. And then, but yeah, like that, I just never picked it up again, so at that point I was like, I'm just going to take this apart and use those mono-white enchantments in a green-white enchantments deck, because, you know, a lot of people play that. So yeah, I ended up taking a lot of decks apart, but I have 6 decks put together right now. One of those decks is not entirely together, because I'm waiting on 2 cards to come in from TCG Player. So I built, or I guess decks that deck kind of counts as being together, I guess, because I'm waiting on just 2 cards. Oh, come on. Maybe if I do, and it ran out. Let's go there and there. And there's somebody in the house. I will take that, thank you. And here's where I die. Oh, come on. That lag between the movement. Anyways, but yeah, the 6 decks I have together right now. So I guess I'll start at the top of the power level and then move down. I have Prosh, and I do have Food Chain for it. I'm working on getting Imperial Seal, which is going in one of the decks that's not complete. That's one of those 2 cards coming in. So I'll have every good tutor for Prosh as well. So it's a pretty strong version of Prosh. It's not, I wouldn't say it's tier 1 like, or as strong as it can be. There are some cards that I don't have that I probably should have, but I have the key parts to it. But like the green elf that taps for black and you lose life, I don't run that just because I run all the original dual lands, all the shocks, and all the fetches. So color fixing isn't an issue, and honestly, I think I'd rather have the green because I play fairly green heavy decks because I love playing green. So yeah, Prosh is probably number 1. Then my number 2 is between Slivers and the deck I just built. And that also, I proxy between my decks, so I buy one version of the card, and I have a proxy in every single deck. And usually don't play with the expensive cards, but if I go to a tournament where they're like, oh, well, you have to, even though it's a casual format, because I do have a card store, a local gaming store that said I could not play in their casual tournament unless I was playing with the official cards. So I do have some jerks in my area that are like that. But aside from that, I just proxy them in, but I do buy one of every card. So like one of the 2 cards is the Imperial Seal, and the other card that I ordered is the Lion's Eye Diamond. So I buy some pretty expensive stuff, but I buy it and then proxy it in. So I've got 2 decks that I'm going to run that Lion's Eye Diamond, pretty much all my Diamond in, and then pretty much all my black decks are going to run that Imperial Seal. So it's like, for me, even though I'm paying $150 for the DCI promo version of Imperial Seal, even though I'm paying $150 for a little piece of cardboard, I kind of, in a way, am getting, let's see how many decks do I play black, 1, 2, 3, 4, so I'm kind of technically getting 5 versions of it, for my sake of what I'm doing with them. So for me, that's kind of worth it, just for the sheer power level of it. This is dirty, I know, but I'm doing it anyways because I'm talking. So yeah, Slivers, or the new deck that I'm building, which is, what is her name again? Muldrotha. I built a Muldrotha deck. I misread her when I originally built the deck, and so right now I'm rebuilding her. I thought she could just replay one of every type of spell. So dirty. I know. Don't judge. I know I'm camping. It's okay. Back to what I was saying though. Yeah, so it's either Slivers or Muldrotha for my next 2. Those 2 can replace each other. Sorry. So that's my top 3 decks that I have. Ooh, thank you. Fortnite. Fortnite is being fairly nice right now. Could not talk to save my life. Let's go there and let's drink this actually, because I don't think the chances of me finding minis up there are that great. That's loaded. That's needs to be loaded, and it is loaded. Oh, come on. But yeah, so that's my top 3, and then my bottom 3 would probably go. That's hard to say. What are my bottom 3 decks? So my bottom 3, that was my top 3. My bottom 3 are, I've got Atraxa, Infect, and I have Wraith or whatever his name is. Green white, 1 drop. Makes a token for 3 and doubles tokens for 6, I believe. And I was right to assume I wouldn't get any minis. Reese, I don't know what his name is, but yeah, I've got him, got Atraxa, and then what's my other deck? Green white, Atraxa. Wow, why can I not remember? Oh, and green, white, blue, Orlo, I think is the name or whatever. He gains you 2 life every turn no matter what. So he's probably number 4. Just because he's blue, black, and white. I mean, like, you know, it's pretty strong colors. Gotta ring the doorbell. But yeah, so he's probably my fourth, and then let's see, it's between Atraxa and the one drop guy. I think the one drop guy is just slightly more casual. Yes, I am chasing this guy down. Oh, of course he dropped him. I think the green-white guy is slightly more casual than Atraxa is. And then also add in the fact that people expect Atraxa to be powerful. Oh snap! Oh snap! Oh snap! Due to the fact that people take Atraxa as a threat, they tend to force my hand into playing more competitive. Oh my gosh, it's going so bad. Oh, I got a 7 on him though. He still had shield after all that? What? Yeah, I wasn't gonna win that fight. Again, why this is called Fortnite fails. Oh, and I'm getting a phone call. I hate to do this on stream, but I've got to mute myself because I've got a phone call. I will go ahead and load into the next game though. Alright, that's a phone call that I will have to get back on the phone later. What was I saying then? Oh yeah, and then the green-white deck, so yeah, Trax is probably my bottom because people expect it to be powerful, they know what it's going to do, and they tend to attack you a lot, but it still can win. And then green-white, they tend to leave it alone, and it's green, so it's great at getting lands out, and it's white, so it's good at getting advantage out of seemingly very little. I still don't see why they couldn't have made the skin look like that. I like that version of this skin way more than the actual version we got. Like, that version is awesome. Just in my opinion. ADHD, I'm sorry, I got off track. But yeah, that deck can get out of hand really quickly. But I also play the, what's his name? Like, something twin. It's an Eldrazi that puts a 10/10 Eldrazi token in, so it's like you start doubling those and people get scared really fast. Especially with untapped combos. So this is the actual... man. I feel like that... Maybe it's just because the version that we got of that skin is so soft. That might be why it doesn't look as appealing. It doesn't have the sharp edges that the sketch does. I don't know. I feel like the sketch still looks so much better than the version we actually got. But yeah, back to the deck that I was talking about. I feel like that deck just it gets people scared really fast, and I also run all of the cards that untap. So basically, I can like make tokens and then untap him, double the tokens, untap him, double the tokens, and then I went from, oh well, he had a, let's say like I had the card, say I had that guy on the field. Oh, this is really bad. So say I had that guy and his token copy version of him on the field. Oh, this is so bad. So bad. Oh. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah. But yeah, so if I had him on the field and then I did that like 3 times, like double, wow, that was a big clusterfuck. Jesus. So, but yeah, see that version, I feel like her face looks different. Like, I'm gonna have to go and look at the skin, but I'm pretty sure her face looks way different, and I think her hair is different. Pretty sure. I'm about to go check that skin out. Do I even have that skin unlocked, actually? Yeah, I should have that skin unlocked. Alright, we're going to the locker again. Sorry, guys. Yeah, like, the hair's not really different. and but the faces, I feel like this face is like slightly more angular. I don't know. It just doesn't look the same to me. Maybe I'm just tripping out, but I don't know. I feel like this version doesn't look as good as the sketched version. That might just be me, but I mean, definitely in real life though. But but yeah, that green-white deck. Why am I so far behind on my live stream version of this? For some reason it messed up. So now I gotta reload in my live stream. So if somebody came in and said something, which they didn't. Alright. If somebody came in and said something, I wouldn't have seen it for that past game. Oh, it was because of the phone call. But yeah, what I was saying is, so say I had that token, him, and 3 with the Reese. I mean, you're talking about double it to 2. So you're doubling the tokens to 2. So now you've got 30 power on the board. Double your tokens again, you get 2 more, and then double them again. You're talking about you have 4 tokens on the battlefield. So you're talking about you'd have 8. So you're talking about 80 power sitting on the board for untaps, and what? It's 6 mana, so 12. I mean, at that point though, you'd have to have doublers and stuff. But I've had that happen before though. So you're talking about 80 power with just mana and no cards from your hand. Like, that's pretty stupid. And also infinite mana is the thing in EDH, because that happens all the time. But yeah, I really enjoy that deck, but it's not really as competitive as I'd like it to be. But I don't think I think most green-white decks, if you're looking at something that's competitive, you're talking about enchantments. Like, I think that's just how you gotta go. Hey, what's up? Random person dropped in the live stream. What's going on, man? I was talking about another hobby of mine, Magic, which a lot of people, don't play, but I'm just talking with myself at this point. Unless you want to say something, just playing some solos, labeled that way because I'm not good at the game. I'm only good at Save the World. But there's a guy on that roof. I wonder if we can kill him. Nope, he got in the house, so he's got to go now. So let's go in this house. It's just wood. And I picked up that gun for nothing. So I'm going to have to take some time to reorganize my inventory. And that sounds like he's on my roof. Yep, he was on my roof. Please don't drop down behind me. So there's one in this house still. Yeah, he's coming across the street. Got him. Again, I'm not good at this game. I don't pretend to be at all. I know I'm not good. Oh, and I got shot while I was trying to organize my inventory. And that's why you don't do that, kids. That's why you don't organize your inventory when there's a guy in the house that you're in and a guy that was shooting the guy you just shot. Bad idea. Lesson learned. Not really, because I'll probably do it again in like here in a game or two. But, yeah, still trying to get a sniper rifle kill, 2 minigun kills, which is ridiculous that that's even a challenge. Deal headshot damage, and I've got to heal with band-aids. So I've actually got to get in a fight and live long enough to heal myself. That's the key part to using band-aids. Trying to get that dire wolf before the season ends. And I wouldn't mind, getting that aim skin, aim robot, or AIM, however, I don't know. That skin's awesome. If you haven't seen it, there's plenty of people that play with it right now. But yeah, I was hoping to play some Save the World today, but I think this 5-hour or 6-hour block that is the Save the World missions are, I think there's only one mission, and I think it was a Plankerton mission, giving out 25 V-Bucks? 25 or 30 V-Bucks? Or no, Stonewood's 25, so it was giving out 30 V-Bucks. I was like, I'm not gonna label this stream as a Battle Royale and Save the World stream if I'm only gonna be playing one mission. And then coming over to Battle Royale to try and get these weekly challenges done. It's just not worth it. Let's see, any rare skins in this line? Well, it looked like there was the aim skin. that loaded in right as soon as the thing started. I really like how they've sped up the lobbies, though. I feel like you don't spend nearly as much time in a lobby as you used to. Do we go tilted and get killed almost immediately when we land? I think we go tilted, because that's what I'm already starting to do at this point. Alright, so right now I can only see the one, and they pulled up a little bit. Alright, so let's see, let's get a look. One. Yeah, I mean, tilted doesn't look like... Oh, there we go. There's the group of people. They came in along the side. This might be a terrible land. Let's see how this goes. Alright. There's always a gun over here in this corner, so... Nope. There's not a gun over in this corner. There's usually a chest in that corner, I guess is what I should have said. Let's drink the slurp. Alright. I'm glad I didn't land over there. Seems like there's a bunch of crazy stuff going on over there. I don't think anybody landed at the apartments with me. That's awesome. Yeah, I guess I'll take that. It's a good, oh shit button. Traps that are terrible. Well, yeah, whatever. Let me get the wood, and then we'll do that. And let's get this stuff out of here first, and then we'll place another trap there. Oh, and I got myself with it. Didn't do it fast enough. And now we wait, because I can't go up the stairs with these ice blocks on my feet. Well, thanks for tuning in to the one viewer who stopped in a second ago. I guess now I can freely continue to talk about magic. Boring stuff that not a lot of people are going to care about. So originally, when I say I used to be good, I played in a few PPTQs, but I was really good at draft, which is a format where it's a highly randomized deck, so it comes down to deck building skill, and not only deck building skill, but it comes down to your like technical know-how of the game, how it works. So your deck building, your actual play skill is what it comes down to. The problem is that at my gaming store I was pretty darn good. Like I'd win most nights. But whenever you get into the point where you can actually make money out of the game, people start to cheat. And so, since I don't cheat, I didn't do that good in tournaments, in PPTQs. And the only reason why I say people cheat, and the only reason why I confirm, well, A, there's like a new article every day coming up out on, or a new video posted every day about how a pro got caught cheating. So that's one major hint that tells you it's full of cheaters once you get up to the high levels. Again, part of the toxicity of the crowd, and that's why I enjoy casual now more, is because not a lot of toxic people play casual, because the toxic people are the people that want to win. And in casual, you can just play with who you want to. It's not like pairs and stuff like that. And there's no incentive. There's incentive to cheat, but if people catch you cheating, you're pretty much ousted, and nobody ever plays with you again. It's kind of how the community works when it comes to casual. But yeah, the reason why I know people cheat, which is what I was coming up to next, is that I went to Canada for one, and they did a deck check every round, to make sure that you weren't putting in cards that you didn't actually pull from the draft. Every round, every single person was cheating, except for one. And then if there was any dispute, like if you called a judge over and said, hey, can you check his deck, they would check decks that way. I think 2 got called out that way, and both of the 2 were caught cheating. So pretty much every check that they did, people were cheating. Which to me says that you probably want to just check everybody, because everybody's cheating. I wasn't, so I had nothing to worry about. But, and at that tournament, that's probably the worst performance I ever had. I only won one, like not one round, I only won one game, period. In that entire tournament, and that's back when I was still really good, and I would play F&Ms where I would not lose a game. Like I would 2-0 every single person I played, and then I go to a PPTQ, draft a pretty decent deck, and I can only win one game out of all the rounds. yeah. So that tells you what cheating can do for you. And the problem is that they just didn't check everybody, so it's like there's no incentive to not cheat, because if you don't get caught, you're gonna win the tournament, and everybody else is cheating, so you know you're not gonna win the tournament if you don't cheat. So it's, it's just, that's my problem with like competitive formats. Is it's like, and that was a super bad lag spike. Yeah, that's my problem. Is it's like it's too incentivized for people to cheat, and I don't cheat, so it's like there's no way for me to actually be good at the game at that competitive level if I don't cheat. Now standard's a different thing, which even then there's cheaters whenever you get in competitive. But the problem is that I don't want to pay money to be a competitive standard player because it just takes too much money. And then if you go into modern, which is, again, I know all the people that watch this in the future and have no idea what Magic the Gathering is right now, what I'm saying just is probably going to make no sense to you. I mean, honestly, I'm probably going to talk about Magic the Gathering for the rest of this video, so you might as well just tune out now. Because now that I'm on a kind of rant about it, I'm just going to keep doing it. And there's a guy right there. Man, he saw me. Well, hey, I get to drink another slurp. That's awesome. He knows I'm here. He saw the pickaxe. Let's see if I can get a shot off on him. Oh, hold up, I'm dead. I didn't die. That was actually a pretty smooth play right there, if I do say so myself. More of these useless traps. Let's pick up the scar, and I mean yeah. See, that's what I used to play like, and I don't play like that much anymore, so I'm kind of surprised at myself. Back to what I was talking about, though. But yeah, so it's like, a lot of it was that, but yeah, and I was talking about Modern. Modern would be a format for me to enter, because it doesn't rotate, but then you have to worry about bannings, which isn't a huge deal, but it's a big enough deal that it kind of got me out of it. And I did play Modern for a little bit. The problem is it's like, I played PBTQs every once in a while, and I'd play like, I'd play like that kind of super competitive. I'd only play every once in a while. And for Modern, if you want to be competitive at Modern at all, you really have to go to every single one, every single competitive, because the meta evolves so fast. You really have to be tuned in and have your ear to the ground, or you just have to play in a group. So if you're like as a group gonna split the 30 grand that you would win. And it's a group of, say, 5 of you, so you're all going to walk away with, a decent amount of money, several thousands of dollars. Then it's worth it, because the chances are is you can all bring a good deck, a semi-competitive deck, and still walk away with a prize, because as long as they're all different decks, you're, well, we're picking up this stuff anyways. Ooh, I will take that. Definitely take. Oh, there was a guy over here. I was not wrong. Thought I saw somebody over here. I was like, where'd he go? I was right. Ooh, I want to draw. Oh, I want the band-aids, but but I need a sniper kill too. Oh, hard choices. Yeah, I think I go with that. Let's go back in here. Let's reload everything right quick. But yeah, Modern, you really have to keep your ear to the ground or be in a group. And the problem is like, all my friends were into different formats. Like, I had friends that were in Standard, I had friends that were super into Draft like I was, and then I had friends that were into EDH. And I should have listened to them at that time when they said, hey, this is the next up-and-coming thing, you should buy into it now. I definitely should have bought into it then. But I didn't. Eventually, though, I just converted all that money from standard and draft. I converted that all into EDH cards because that's where all the money is in legacy cards that can be played in EDH. So I parked my money in that now, which is why I have one of all the original dual lands, all the expensive stuff I have. Is because I put a lot of money. I had a lot of disposable income at the time, therefore I was playing a lot of draft and was winning a lot, so I could spend the winnings in participating in more drafts that I would win. So I got a decent amount of money for not too much money, and I had a lot of disposable income at the time too. So it was all just a storm that led into me having a fairly large collection, even though I haven't been playing that long. What was I saying? But yeah, so that's why I never really got into Modern. I played Modern for a little while. Still got some. I still did pretty decent, even for playing Modern casually. Let's reload. Reload. He's probably like, what the fuck, man? Oh! Oh! Oh, I stole that so bad. Oh, man, I am sorry to that guy. Oh! And the 200 IQ play. Oh, man. Oh. So, this is what I used to play like. Oh, he is not where I thought he was. I used to play more like this. Now I don't play like this so much. Oh, if only I would have had those band-aids. I could be getting ahead on that challenge right now. Can I heal? That is the question. Because this guy's trying to build on me, and I'm not about that life right now. Oh, he's getting in a fight. Sweet. That's advantageous. Advantageous. Where'd he go? Where'd he go? Where'd he go? There he went. Thank you. Drop the medkit for these. Let's grab that, and let's grab this. Oh, let's grab this. And let's grab all of this. And let's go over here and see if we can find some. Well, I already used medkit, so that would be stupid. Let's see, trampoline, I will take that. Oh wait, my snipers, yeah, okay, everything's good. So lately I will say that I'm probably not going to win this, even though it's only 7 left, because it seems like lately all my wins have been coming like 5 kills. Is like where that's my sweet spot. If I get 5 kills, if I have 4 kills going into the final 2, that's a fight. That's when I know I have a good chance at winning. If I have more than 5, I've pushed my luck often. Like right now, I'm fairly hurt. If anybody decided to fight me right now. So therefore, I don't think my chances are as high. I didn't even use the SMG in that, so I think I just go with this build or this loadout. Let's see. Is there anything over that way? Let's see, we're at final 7, so I have to be fairly careful. I mean, I wonder if I can sneak in a win on this. That'd be pretty awesome. Don't think I'm going to, but if I could sneak away from this with a win, that'd be pretty cool. What was that? Alright, let's use this launch pad. Get the F out of here. Alright, yeah, that's what I like. Alright, let's switch to the shotgun before we try and cover some distance here. Where are these last? There's 7 guys. And I don't see anybody. Oop. So apparently there's apples here for anybody that's looking for apples still. Could have sworn I heard somebody. Huh. Alright, let's try this again. Oop, got sniped at. Thought I heard a trap too. Oh yeah, speaking of which, let's do that. What is that? And where is that is the question. Oh, that's where that's from. Oh. Oh, yep. Yep. Got it. Keep hearing something that sounds like it's coming from under me. Maybe it would help if I just, at this point, I'm just going to put both ear cups on and probably sound stupid. But I keep hearing something that sounds like it's underneath of me. I don't know what it is. Let's see. There's somebody here. I think they're up there in that. Oh yeah, they're definitely in that because they've got a trap set up. They're definitely in that. Alright. So let's switch to wall. Let's go up here. Where are they? Oh yeah, they're definitely up here. They're 100% up here. What are they gonna do? What are you gonna do? I thought that was his trap. I 100% thought that was his trap. I did not think he was gonna die to that. I'm sorry, but that's too funny. Oh, now if I could, you know, not play like a scrub, that'd be awesome. Oh, do I die to the storm? Oh, I don't like running like this straight into combat. I have a feeling, oh, it's just me versus him, so this is where I choke. Well, we know you have an AK, that's cool. Oh, I got a 32 off on him. Again, like I said, this is where I choke. We'll let him have his dance. He was at 40. Oh, man. Oh, and he only had 4 kills, too. Versus my 6. I think we all know who deserved that, even though I didn't get it. I'm in 2nd place, though. I mean, that's better than I've played in a long time. So that game was probably more along... So I think I still have that skill I just need to hone in on that again, because I mean, I think y'all saw a lot of those kills were pretty skill intensive, or skill required kills. Those were pretty good kills. I don't play enough to really hone in on that skill anymore, and I honestly don't have time to play as much. That time when I got really good was in between my job and starting school again, so it was like a summer where I had already been playing before that summer, but I had that extended summer, let's say. And so I got really good at this game because that was pretty much all I was doing. I was doing this, playing Magic, which is what I was talking about earlier. And, you know, that was pretty much it. I don't really drink anymore, so I wasn't doing any of that. I wasn't talking to anybody. I wasn't going out and socializing with a bunch of friends or anything, so I got really good at this. Yeah, I'm just not that good anymore. So I think at that point, I think this is going to be the end of the live stream, because we are at a 90-minute live stream. Holy cow, I've been talking to you guys for 90 minutes. Jeez, y'all should tell me to shut up more. Well, you guys would have to actually come to the live stream to do that. So, I accomplished one of the tasks. I got both of my dailies done, and I got the, what did I do? Deal damage headshots, which, I mean, you know, when you get 150 headshots with a heavy sniper rifle, you tend to do that. But, not to toot my own horn or anything. I mean, I know there's plenty of people that are probably watching this and are like, wow, you suck at this game. I know, but imagine if every game I played was like that one was. That's pretty decent. That would be a pretty decent overall, and that's what it used to be. I used to be good enough that, like, whenever I would, no matter where I would land, if someone landed with me, they were gonna die in solos. Like, I was just that good at it for a while. Now the next person would probably kill me if I landed with 3 people, because, you know, that's just how it goes. But, because I was already weak from fighting the other guy. But I used to be really good. Now I'm not in practice. I don't care to be in practice, honestly, because I enjoy Save the World more. So that's what I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna do what I have fun doing, not necessarily what you guys want me to do, honestly. I'm about to start probably making videos, shitty videos, to be honest, because there's not going to be any editing, and the sound quality is probably going to be terrible because they're going to be recorded from my phone. But, and I've said this before, but I'm probably going to start making videos just like whenever I'm out and about, just making a video. If I can make it like, the typical video on YouTube is like 10 minutes, so that's what I'm probably going to shoot for, even though I can't monetize them, so that's not like a sweet spot for me or anything. It's just that I feel like that's what people are used to watching, so if they see a 10-minute video from me on a discussion topic, they're probably going to be more likely to click on it than if they see like a 5-minute video. They're just going to be like, yeah, whatever, it's just going to be real fast, and they're not going to pay attention. If it's like these, where it's like an hour and a half, nobody's going to click it and watch the whole thing of me blabbing on and talking about nothing. These 10-minute videos will be more like pointed and more, you know, hopefully I will be able to stay on track enough to where it's more of a concrete, framed-in discussion than this, where it's just me blabbing. So that's my goal, is to shoot first, start making videos like that. Just because I feel like at this point I might as well make what I want to make, because I don't have an audience anyways, and then if I ever do get popular, then I'll start listening to you guys. But right now I've got 6 subscribers, and nobody really talks that much to me, so nobody really tells me what they want. Again, right now that's just the plan. That's the future direction of this channel for anybody watching this. At any point in the future, that's the direction of this channel. Is I'm going to keep playing Fortnite. Probably going to get a face cam. Trying to get with that guy about getting better audio quality. Problem is he's an older gentleman that I'm friends with, and he doesn't have a gaming system, so we're not quite sure with how that's going to work. So I might have to get a gaming computer to use the better audio equipment. Let's just jump over for the last bit of this to save the world. I guess we're not jumping over to save the world, because I'm not loading through all that again. But yeah, so to get better audio equipment, I might have to get a computer, so that's a ways down the road. He might, the problem is that I'm trying to stream every day. So to loan the PS4 to him for long enough, because for him to do tests to determine what's the best audio equipment to use, it takes time. and I don't want to give it to him, go to school, come back, pick it up, and then come try and set everything back up, play a live stream, undo it all, give it back to him, come pick it up the next day. I'm not trying to do all that. So what I might do is we're trying is potentially get him to come over here and do it all from here, so I don't have to do it. But that's asking a lot out of him. I mean, he's being my friend and loaning me this equipment in the first place, so asking more of him is not really appropriate in this situation. But yeah, eventually, hopefully we'll get better audio quality. Along with that, I do plan on getting a face cam, because that seems to be the popular thing of like people watching people with their face cams, because they want to get, because I feel like the audience, or at least me, I enjoy it more whenever you get to see his face, whenever he does something awesome, whenever not Ninja freaks out. I mean, if that was just audio, nobody would watch it. They like watching him throw shit and, you know, be crazy, which, I mean, again, that's not my personality. I'm probably not going to be like that, but I feel like that would draw in some more people if I get a face cam. So, future plans, making more videos, pointed videos, 10-minute videos, approximately talking about stuff, is the plan. Third plan, or second plan, would be getting better audio quality, and fourth plan is getting a camera, because the other two are things I can do for free. The camera is the only thing. He doesn't have a camera that would work with this system, so that's something I've got to pay for. So money things are further down the line than things I can do for free. Again, these videos aren't going to be super high quality because they're recorded with a phone, but I'm gonna give it a shot. Do some 10-minute videos. I don't plan on ever going viral. I don't think that's the type of content I make. The only way I think anything I ever make would go viral is if something crazy happens while I'm out making the video. I don't think they're gonna go crazy for anything I do. But who knows? Do plan on, seeing how I've dived in onto this platform of making content, I'm probably going to, if I go on any trips, I won't be this summer because I'm trying to do the thing that I was explaining earlier in the video, where I'm trying to, where I've got to do the maths. I'm planning on taking one of those maths during the summer. So I still graduate at the same time. When I said the maths put me a semester behind, I'm trying to make up that semester during the summer. But between this 2-year university and the next 2-year university, depending on how long it takes, if I just get a regular summer, my goal is to go to Hawaii and California. That's my next trip that I'm trying to do, my next big trip. And so since I won't be making Fortnite content, I probably will make videos, and I'll probably save some discussion topics for those videos, and I'll make videos while I'm, in California. And some people live there, so they're going to be like, oh, it's nothing special. But for an East Coast guy, that's all the way on the other side of the Americas. So for me, it would be a big deal. I enjoy the beach, so I probably am gonna. So the plan, the itinerary, because I was planning on doing this trip a while ago, but last summer the volcano went off, and that's the second part of the trip. So I would have only gotten to go to California, and I wouldn't have been able to go to Hawaii. So I canceled the trip. But I plan on going in between this school and the next school now, because I've got to make up this next summer with that course. But anyways, I'm planning on going to California for 2 weeks. Before or after that 2 weeks, I'm planning on taking a cruise ship from California to Hawaii, spend it on a 2-week cruise. And then, again, depending on before or after, eventually I'm going to spend 2 weeks in California. Probably going to go to the big city, go to Hollywood, and but a lot of the time I'm going to be spending at beaches and natural places, because I'm not going to meet anybody that's going to be like, I mean, who knows, I might meet somebody that's cool down there, but my plan is to enjoy nature while I'm there, not necessarily to enjoy the people. I enjoy a big city because I enjoy architecture, not so much enjoy the people, and again, I don't drink, so clubbing isn't a thing for me, but I still enjoy the architecture enough to endure the city, what comes with that, just to go check it out. I've been to New York a couple times, but that's a discussion topic for another video. I have not been playing Fortnite since 90-minute video. Oh, it still says 90 minutes, so hopefully I haven't been rambling that long. But I have been rambling for a bit, so I think that's where we're going to cut it off, and I'm going to start getting on my homework. This was a lot to digest really fast, so sorry about that, guys. Again, thanks for tuning in for those of you who did and those of you who do. I will see you guys later on, hopefully in another live stream. You know, every day around 3 o'clock, for those of you who are wondering. Plan to be here. Oh, I did not stop the live stream. There we go.